Yes, good evening. You are getting my screen and voice. Please confirm. Right, guys. Today, our course name is DevOps with AWS. DevOps with AWS. So, who is the trainer for this course? Myself. Right. I have 10 plus years of working experience. Currently, I am working as a project lead. As a trainer, I have 7 plus years of experience. Fine. So, coming to today's course, DevOps with AWS. So to attend for this course, is there any prerequisites? Screen already shared. Guys are not, my screen is not visible. Please confirm, guys. My screen is visible or not? Oh, 1 minute. Let me stop and share once again. Already I have shared. Don't know why it is not. Now is it visible? Now my screen is visible. Please respond. Is my screen visible or not? Fine. Fine, guys. To attend for this course, what are the prerequisites, guys? To attend for this course, prerequisites. Nothing, guys. Nothing. Nothing is required. To attend for this DevOps course, there is no prerequisite. Anyone can able to attend. Anyone can able to learn. There is no dependency on any programming languages. Without having any technical knowledge, without having any computer background, anyone can able to attend for this. 1 minute, guys. Prerequisites, nothing is required. So without having any technical knowledge, without having any programming knowledge, without having any computer background, anyone can able to attend for this course, guys. There is no dependency on anything. Fine. So coming to what is the duration of this course, guys? What is the duration of the course? Right. If you guys attend one after another, first DevOps, next AWS, it will take minimum 3 months of the time. Minimum it will take 3 months, maximum 3.5 months, guys. If you go one after another, first DevOps, next AWS. Right. If you guys want, you can do parallelly also both. Parallelly also you can do both. If you do parallelly, you can complete this entire course DevOps with AWS within 2 months. Right? Before this class, just we have today only AWS also started at 7:30 to 8:30. AWS class is there. If you guys want, you can attend parallelly also. Guys, that is not mandatory. Attending parallelly is not mandatory. That is as your wish. If you guys want, you can attend parallelly also. Otherwise, you guys can attend one after another also. If you attend one after another, it will take minimum 3 months of the time. If you attend parallelly both, we can complete this course in 2 months. Okay, guys? Is it clear? Fine. So next, here, fine, guys. So now, guys, tell me anyone, what is DevOps, guys? What is DevOps? Please respond quickly in chat box. What is DevOps? What is DevOps? Please respond in chat box. What is DevOps? Development and operations. Fine. Very good. See, guys. DevOps is a culture. It is a culture or process. DevOps is a culture or process. DevOps is a set of practices. DevOps is a set of practices. DevOps is a set of practices, guys. Guys, is it clear what is DevOps? DevOps is not a programming language. It is not a tool. It is not a framework. Then what is DevOps? It is a culture. It is a process. It is a set of practices. Right? By using this DevOps culture, what we can do? We can deliver the project to client easily and quickly. By using this DevOps culture, what we can do? By using DevOps culture, we can deliver the project to client. We can deliver the project to client easily and quickly. By using this DevOps culture, we can deliver the project to client easily and quickly. And before this DevOps culture, people follows manual process to deliver the project to client. People will follow manual process. But here what we are doing, whenever this DevOps came into the picture, DevOps culture, we are automating the process. Because of that automation, we can deliver this project to client easily and quickly. Understood, guys? Don't feel DevOps is a tool. It is a technology. Don't feel it is a technology. It is a tool. Then what is DevOps? Just it is a process. Just it is a culture. With this culture, we can deliver the project to client as quickly as possible. Here, whatever we are doing, whatever the manual process is there, that manual process we are automating by using this DevOps culture. Here, automation, guys, everything we are automating with this DevOps culture. What advantage? If you do automate, what is the advantage? You can deliver the project to client as quickly as possible. Is it clear what is DevOps? It is a culture or process or set of practices. With this DevOps culture, we can deliver the project to client as quickly as possible. Right? Next, guys. DevOps means collaboration. Collaboration between developers and operations team. Between developers and operations team. Right, both the people will work collaboratively. If you go to the project, there you can see two types of the people, developers and operations team. Development team is available and operations team is available. Both will work collaboratively to deliver the project quickly to the client, guys. To deliver the project to client quickly and easily, here these two teams are working collaboratively, then only they can deliver the project quickly to the client. Understood, guys? Here what DevOps is doing, right? It is right collaborating between the two teams, guys, developers team and operations team, guys. Right, see here we can say the full form of DevOps is development plus operations. Here two teams are available, development team and operations team. What development team will do? Development team will develop the project as per client requirement. As per client requirement, development team will develop the project by using some programming languages. What development team is doing, guys? They are developing the project as per client requirement by using some programming languages. Right. So what operations team is doing? What operations team is doing? Right. So in this development time, operations team won't come into the picture. When operations team will come into the picture, once development is completed, then operations team is responsible to deploy and deliver the project to client. Who will deliver the project to client? Who will deploy the project? Developers are not going to deploy the project. Developers are not going to deliver the project. Developers just they will write the code according to client requirement. Just they will develop the project as per client requirement. Once development activity is completed, then DevOps team, operations team will come into the picture. What that operations team will do? They will deploy the project into the servers and they deliver the project to the client, guys. Right. Once development is completed, then operations team is responsible to deploy the project and deliver the project. Please read it, guys. Is it clear? DevOps is not a programming language. DevOps is not a framework. DevOps is not a tool. Then what is DevOps? Just it is a culture. Just it is a process. It is a set of practices. By using DevOps culture, we can deliver the project to client easily and quickly. Right. DevOps means what? Collaboration between the developers and operations team. If you go to any project, there you can see two types of people, developers and operations team. Right. The full form of the DevOps is development plus operations. What development team will do? They will develop the project as per client requirement by using some programming languages. When operations team will come into the picture, once this development is completed, then operations team is responsible to deploy the project and deliver the project to client. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear? Right, guys. Right. So here, what are the tools are required to implement this DevOps culture, guys? Earlier, Right? Earlier, this is everything. Everything is manual process. Right now, here what we are doing, we are implementing this DevOps culture to automate the process, guys. We are implementing DevOps culture to automate the process. To implement this DevOps culture, what tools are required? Required tools to implement DevOps culture. Required tools to implement DevOps culture. See guys, implement this DevOps culture. What tools are required? Right. First one, guys, very first one. What we require? Build tools. Build tools are required. Right. What build tools we are going to use? As a build tool, we are going to use. We can use Ant. Right. We can use Ant. Right. We can use Maven. We can use Gradle. We can use Gradle. Right. All these are the build tools. All these are the build tools. Very good. Right. So as a build tool, we can use Ant, Nant, Maven, Gradle. Right. This Ant is outdated. Ant is outdated. So nowadays everyone is using Maven and Gradle only. Ant is outdated, guys. Nowadays no one is using this Ant. Everyone is using Maven and Gradle only as a build tool. Right. So next, what is the other tool? Next one is repository. Repository tool. Repository tools. What repository tools are available? What repository tools are available? Earlier, guys, whenever my career started 10 years back, at that time I used to work with SVN. SVN stands for subversion. Subversion, guys. Career initial days 10 years back I used this SVN, guys. Right. Next we have GitHub. Right, and Bitbucket. So nowadays companies are working with this GitHub and Bitbucket only. SVN also outdated. No one is not using this SVN. Right, 10 years back, and whenever my career started, at that time only 1 year I used to work with. Only 1 year I used this SVN, guys. After that, I moved to this GitHub only. GitHub and Bitbucket are the very famous repository tools which we have. Okay, so next tool what we need to understand. Next one is code review tools. Code review tools. What code review tools are available? What code review tools are available? SonarQube. SonarQube is available. Next here, SonarLint is available. SonarLint is available. Next we have PMD. PMD also available. PMD also available at here. Right here, what we are going to learn? Which code review tool we are going to learn? SonarQube we are going to learn at here. See guys, first build tool which we are going to learn, Maven. Maven as a build tool which we are going to learn first. After completing the Maven, we are going to discuss GitHub as a repository tool. Once GitHub is completed, we are going to talk about SonarQube as a code review tool. Next, what we are going to discuss, guys, code deployment tool. Deployment tool. What we have deployment tool? What we have? Jenkins. Jenkins we are going to learn here. As a deployment tool, we are going to learn Jenkins. Right? So once this deployment tool is completed, so next what we are going to learn? Next we are going to learn infrastructure. Infrastructure as code. Infrastructure as code. For this, which tool we are going to learn? Terraform. Terraform we are going to learn at here. So once this Terraform is completed, so we are going to learn configuration tools. Configuration tool. So what we are going to discuss as a configuration tool? Ansible we are going to learn. Ansible, right? Earlier, guys, people used to work with this chef guys, but nowadays everyone, right, almost all the companies are working with this Ansible only, right? Infrastructure as a code. To create the infrastructure, we are going to use Terraform. I want to create some missions. I want to create 10 missions. For that, we need to go for this infrastructure setup. Terraform we are going to use. Right here, this infrastructure setup we can do in two ways. Either by using GUI we can do, or by using this Terraform also we can do. Both the ways we are going to discuss. Both the ways we will discuss, no problem. Right, next we will talk about configuration tool. As a configuration tool, we are going to discuss Ansible. Ansible we are going to discuss it here. Right, once this Ansible is completed, right, the very important tool, containerization tool. Containerization tool. As a containerization tool, what we are going to learn? Right, we are going to learn Docker. Docker we are going to learn as a containerization tool, right? So next, orchestration tools. Orchestration tool. As orchestration tool, what we are going to learn? Kubernetes. Kubernetes we are going to learn as a orchestration tool, right? So once this Kubernetes is completed, so next we are going to discuss monitoring tools. Monitoring tools. Up to here, our application is deployed successfully. Up to here, our application is deployed in multiple servers, guys. Multiple servers. Next, once you deployed the application into the servers, you need to monitor that application. How that application is running, how that application is responding. We need to monitor that. For monitoring purpose, which tools we are going to use? Monitoring tools. What we are going to use, guys? Right here, we are going to use, right, we have so many monitoring tools like Nagios. Nagios is there. Grafana is there. Right. Grafana, Prometheus, right, ELK, so many things are there. Here, we are going to discuss the Grafana, Prometheus, those things we are going to discuss. Nagios, people used to work with earlier. Earlier, people used to work with this Nagios. Nowadays, people are using, right, these latest monitoring tools. Right. So once this monitoring tool is completed, we need to talk about project management tool also. This is very important, guys. Project management tool. Right. How you guys will get the work. Right. How you guys will get the work, guys. So and so story is assigned on so and so no. How you guys can get to know. Right, for that, we are going to use this project management tool. As a project management tool, we are going to understand Jira. Jira we are going to understand as a project management tool. See guys, all these tools we are going to discuss in our DevOps course. All these tools we are going to discuss, guys. Build tools, repository tools, code review tools, deployment tools, infrastructure, right, configuration tools, containerization tool, orchestration tools, monitoring tools, project management tools. Please go through these things once. Please go through these things once. See guys, what is the DevOps? DevOps is a culture or process. DevOps is a set of practices. By using this DevOps culture, we can deliver the project to client as quickly as possible. Right? DevOps means what? Collaboration between the developers and operations team. The full form of DevOps is development plus operations. What this development team will do? You go for any project, you can see these two teams, guys. Development team and operations team. What is the job of this development team? They will develop the project as per client requirement by using some programming languages, either Java, Python, .NET. By using some programming languages, they will develop the project. Right? Once development is completed, then operations team will come into the picture. What that operations team will do, they will deploy and deliver the project to client. I hope, right, up to this, what is DevOps is clear. I think so. Please respond, guys. Please respond in chat box. What about others? So up to this, DevOps is clear. What is the DevOps is clear. Please respond other people also. Srinivas, good. What about others? So now I am going to show all these tools diagrammatically. Please respond. Others are not understood. Fine. Fine, guys. Very good. See, guys, here what tools we are going to learn, guys. Here we need to implement this DevOps culture, guys. Right. Earlier, if you want to deliver the project to client, we need to go for manual process. If you go with that manual process, it will take lot of time and so many resources also required, guys. Resources are required, more resources are required, and the time also it will take a lot of time. To avoid that, what we are doing, we are implementing this DevOps culture. If you want to implement this DevOps culture, what tools are required? These tools are required. These tools are required, guys. Build tools, repository tools, code review tools, deployment tools, infrastructure tools, configuration tools, containerization tools, orchestration tools, monitoring tools, project management tools. All these things are required. Right? As a build tool, we are going to learn Maven. As a repository tool, we are going to learn GitHub. As a code review tool, we are going to learn SonarQube. As a deployment tool, we are going to learn Jenkins. As infrastructure setup purpose, we are going to use Terraform. For configuration purpose, we are going to use Ansible. For containerization, as a containerization tool, we are going to use Docker. Right? For orchestration purpose, we are going to use Kubernetes. For monitoring purpose, we are going to use Grafana, Prometheus, ELK and all. Right? For project management tool purpose, we are going to use Jira. All these things are clear. Right. So now observe carefully, guys. Diagrammatically, I will show how the life cycle will go. I'm going to show. Please concentrate. Please concentrate, guys. See, guys, in my company, I have set of developers. In my company, I have set of developers are available. Developer 1, developer 1, guys, observe this diagram, very, very important. Developer 2, developer 3. Like this, set of developers are available in my company. Right, these are the developers. Set of developers are available. Developers. Right. So what these developers will do? These developers will develop one application. These developers will develop one application. These developers are going to develop one application. Right, guys. If you want to develop any application, first you require some project structure. Compulsory, you require some project structure, guys. Base is project structure is required. In that, we will implement the different functionalities. If you want to create the project structure, what we required, guys? We required N. Create the project structures, we required Maven, guys. By using this Maven, we are going to create the project structure. First, we need to create the project. That project we are going to create by using this Maven only. So tell me, who are using this Maven? Operations team or development team? Who is going to use this Maven? Please respond. Please respond. Here with this diagram, you guys will get complete picture. Who is going to use this Maven in this case? Srinivas. Here operations, where operations team came, man? Here operations team is not there. Development is not completed. Once development is completed, then only operations team will come into the picture. And here developers are there. Developers are going to develop one application. If you want to develop the application, you should have some project structure. Some basic project structure is required. How you will create that basic project structure? By using this Maven only, we are going to create the basic project structure. We need one configuration file. Form.xml file is required. Inside that, some dependencies are required. If you want to create any application, some dependencies are required. Some jars are required. Who will download those jars? Who will download those jars? Who will create those jars? Right? By using Maven only, we can able to download all those jars. Understood? So that's why if you want to create the project, compulsory developers should use this Maven. For project creation purpose, developers are going to create the, right, using the Maven. Next, right, they are going to download the dependencies. For downloading the dependencies purpose also, Maven is required. Next, they need to compile the project. For that purpose also, Maven is required. They need to run some unit test cases. Maven is required. They need to package entire code as a jar file or var file. Then Maven is required. To do all these things, Maven compulsory required, guys. Right? Development perspective, Maven is very, very important. With this Maven, what developers are going to do? Right? First, they are creating the project. They are creating the project. They are creating the project. So next, right, they need to download the dependencies. Downloading the dependencies. Right. Next, they need to compile the code. Project compilation. Next, right, unit test cases execution. JUnits. Unit test cases execution. Next, packaging. Right, packaging. Right, here you are developing the code. We are not going to give this entire code to the client directly. We need to package as a var file or jar file. Then only operations team will can deploy that var file or jar file into the servers. Packaging as jar or var. Guys. If you want to do all these things, compulsory Maven is required for the developers. Right? Maven. Without Maven, developers can't able to work, guys. Right? Understood, guys? Up to here clear? Developers are developing the application. By using Maven. Developers are developing the application using Maven. Right, guys. Once the development is completed, what next? Guys? Already I told, in my project, multiple developers are there. So now everything is work from home, right? Everything is work from home. I am working from Bangalore location. Some other team member is working from Hyderabad location. Some other team member is working from Chennai location. From different places they are working. Once development is completed, they need to integrate the entire code, guys. Whatever I developed, whatever other person developed, whatever some other person developed, We need to combine the entire code as a single project. We need to integrate entire code, guys. Who will take care of that integration part and everything? Right, GitHub repository tool will take care of that integration part, guys. Once developers are developed the application, they will upload this code into the repository. They will upload the code into the repository, guys. Right, which tool we are going to use as a repository? GitHub. GitHub we are going to use as a repository tool. GitHub repository. GitHub we are going to use as a repository tool. Right, once application development is completed, they will upload this entire code into this GitHub repository. Developer 1, whatever he developed, he will upload the code into this GitHub repository. Developer 2, whatever he developed, he also will upload the code into this repository. Developer 3, whatever he developed, he also will upload the code into this GitHub repository. What this GitHub repository will do? It will integrate entire code into a single project, and it will monitor also, guys. It will monitor also whoever uploading the code, whoever downloading the code, right, who make the changes, everything it will monitor. Repository will monitor everything, and it will maintain the versions also, right? Versions, suppose today I uploaded some code, right? Tomorrow I downloaded and I did some more changes and I uploaded, right? The day after tomorrow I did some more changes and I uploaded. Everything, older version, latest version, everything will be preserved at here. It will preserve all the versions, guys. What this remote repository will do? What this GitHub repository will do, guys? It will integrate the code. It will integrate the code. Integrate the code. Second one is monitoring. Monitoring. Third one is preserving the older versions and latest versions. See, guys, what developers are doing? Developers are creating the application by using Maven. Once application development is completed, once application development is created, they will upload this application into the remote repository. As a remote repository, we are using GitHub. GitHub, guys. Right, what this GitHub will do? It will integrate all the developers' code as a single project. Multiple developers are there in my project. Right, each and every developer is working on different functionalities. Once they completed the development part, once they tested the application in their local machines, what they will do? They need to upload entire code into one place, guys. So what is that place? Repository. And what this repository will do? All the developers code, it will integrate as a single project, and it will monitor who is uploading the code, who is making what changes, everything it will monitor. Next, it will preserve older versions and latest versions, everything in this repository. Okay, fine, guys. Up to this part, developers activity. And DevOps is nothing but what? Development and operations. Up to this part, who will do this? Development team will take care of this part. up to this developer's activity. Once developer's activity is completed, we need to deploy this application into the server. We need to deploy the application into the server. Where I am creating the servers? I am creating the servers in AWS Cloud. In AWS Cloud, we are creating the servers. Inside AWS Cloud, observe carefully guys. Here with this diagram, you guys will get clear picture. AWS Cloud. In AWS Cloud, we are going to create the servers. I am not creating anything in my company, right? I am going for rent. I am going for rent. So many cloud providers are available. AWS Cloud is one of the cloud provider, right? They will provide IT resources as for rent, guys. Okay. Now inside this AWS Cloud, one web server is available. One application. If you want to run any application, we need some server, web server. Here I have one web server to run my application. Web server to run my application. Right here, what we need to do? What operations team need to do? Operations team need to deploy this application inside this server. Operations team need to deploy this application inside this server. How they can deploy? How they can deploy, guys? If they want to deploy the application, first they need to download the code from this GitHub repository. First they need to download the code. Right here, right, what code you are downloading? Java code or Python code, something you are downloading. Right, some code you are downloading. That code my computer can't able to understand. Java code, Python code, .NET code, computer can't able to understand. Computer can able to understand only byte code, binary code only. Then what we need to do? After downloading the code, we need to convert from byte code. We need to convert it to byte code. From Java code to byte code, we need to convert. For conversion purpose, what we need to do? We need to compile. Compilers are available. We need to compile the code. Okay, conversion is done. Directly you are going to put that code inside the server? No. We need to create as a package. We need to create as a package. See guys, for downloading the code, what we are going to do? We are going to use one tool. Earlier people used it to do manually, but now we are going to use one tool. If you want to deploy the application in the server, right, we need to go for one software, which is nothing but Jenkins. What is this Jenkins? Jenkins is a deployment tool. For deploying purpose, we are going to use this Jenkins. What this Jenkins will do? Jenkins should integrate with this GitHub, guys. Jenkins, we need to integrate with this GitHub. Whenever developers are uploaded the code into the GitHub, immediately Jenkins will get the notification. Jenkins will get the notification. Jenkins will go and download the code from this GitHub remote repository. Guys, observe carefully. Developers are uploading the code into this GitHub repository. Whenever developers are upload the code into GitHub repository, immediately my Jenkins will get the notification. Jenkins will go and download the code from the remote repository. After downloading, what next? We need to convert that Java code as byte code. For conversion purpose, here Jenkins is interacting with one tool, which is build tool. What build tool we are using? Maven. Here again operations team is going to use Maven. Here again operations team using Maven, guys. Okay. So by using this Maven, what operations team is doing? They are compiling and packaging. Whatever they are downloading from this remote repository, that they need to compile and package. For that, Jenkins is interacting with this Maven. Right? What Maven will do? It will compile and package the code, guys. Right. So once compilation and packaging is done, before deploying only, we need to check whether the code quality is good or not. Developers are right, provided the quality code or not, we need to check. For that purpose, we are going to use one code quality tool. We are going to use one code quality tool, which is nothing but SonarQube. SonarQube we are going to use. So now here Jenkins is See guys, Maven and SonarQube, both we need to integrate with the Jenkins. Both we need to integrate with this Jenkins. Right guys. So once these two parts are completed, then everything is perfect. Now Jenkins will deploy the application into the web server. Guys, this is the basic diagram. I'm not talking Docker and Kubernetes and all. Right? This is the first initial. If you want to deploy the application in single server, this is the process, guys. Right? To deploy the application in multiple servers, we will talk about Docker and Kubernetes later. Right? This is the basic diagram. Basic diagram. Here, application we deployed. Application we deployed it here. Yes, thanks, man. Always you are. Thank you. Right, guys. What this with this Maven, what operations team is doing, guys? With this Maven operations team, right, compiling the code and packaging. Compiling the code. Next here, packaging the code. Packaging as jar or var file. And here with SonarQube, what we are doing? Code review. Code review we are doing. We are checking the code quality. Code quality. Code quality check. Right, guys. Here, what is the Jenkins, guy? Jenkins is a deployment tool. Jenkins is a deployment tool. Here in Jenkins, what we are going to do? Here we are going to create some CI/CD pipeline. Pipelines. We are going to create pipelines, guys. Pipelines. Right. See here in this pipelines, we are going to integrate some web hooks. Some web hooks. So with this, with the help of web hooks, what we can do? Whenever, see guys, right, today I downloaded the code and I started working on that. Right, I did some changes and I uploaded the code. Again, after 10 minutes, again I did some changes and again I uploaded. 10 minutes, again I did some changes and again I uploaded. Whenever developers are making any changes in this code, in this repository, right, with this web hooks, right, those pipelines will trigger immediately. With the help of web hooks, Jenkins will get the notification and immediately it will start the process. What process it will start? Downloading the code and compiling the code, packaging the code, checking the code quality, deploying the application into the server. Right? Here, for compiling the code and packaging purpose, Jenkins is going to use Maven. For code quality purpose, Jenkins is going to use SonarQube. For deploying, right, after these two are completed, then Jenkins will deploy the application to the server. Suppose, see, code quality is not good. Developers are not followed the coding standards properly. What it will happen? Here, whatever the pipelines we are creating, right, that pipeline will get failed. Pipeline will get failed. If you want to deploy the application into the server, all the stages in the pipeline should success. Then only Jenkins will deploy the application into the server. If any stage got failed, Jenkins is not going to deploy the application into the server. Then what Jenkins will do? If anything is got failed, it will inform to respective people. Right? Why it is failed? Right? They need to check, guys. Understood? Right? In this diagram, observe carefully. In this diagram, up to this part, up to this 1 minute, guys. Up to this part, development activity. Right. So this part is operations team activity. This part is operations team activity. Right here, development team and operations team. See guys, DevOps is nothing but what? Development plus operations. If these two teams are work collaboratively, then we can deliver the project to client quickly. See guys, right, only developers will develop the application, upload the code into the GitHub repository. That's it. Whenever they upload the code into the remote repository, immediately Jenkins will take the code. Jenkins is taking the code means what? Operations team came. Operations team came. Now Jenkins will download the code and they will compile the code, they will package the code, they will check the code quality and they will deploy the application into the server. Who will do this activity? Downloading the code from the repository, compiling the code, packaging the code, code quality checking, deploy the application to the servers. Who will take care of this activity? Operations team. Right. Who will deploy the application into the remote repository? Development team. After development is completed, they need to upload the code into the remote repository. Once they uploaded the code into remote repository, now Jenkins will take the code. Right. Here, for every change, for each and every small change, commas, full stop changes also. Right. With this help of webhooks, Jenkins will get the notification. Array, someone make changes in the remote repository. Immediately Jenkins will download the code. It will do entire process. That's why we are going to call CI/CD process. CI/CD means what? Continuous integration. They are developing and integrating. Integration, where integration is happening? In this remote repository only. Continuous integration. Right, every 5 minutes, every 2 minutes, whenever you make the changes in the code, continuous integration is going to happen at here. And the CI/CD, continuous delivery, continuous deployment is happening. Whenever you make changes, continuous deployment, right? Not one time or two time. Whenever you are making the change in the code, here continuous integration is happening. Whenever changes are happening in this remote repository, continuous deployment also happening at here. So that's why we are going to call it as CI/CD process. CI/CD process means what? Continuous integration, continuous deployment. Understood, guys? Right, developers, right, because of developers activities, continuous integration is happening. Right, because of right, operations team activities, deployment is happening, guys. Here both are collaborative, both teams are working collaboratively, then only they can able to deliver the project to client quickly. Right? In this diagram, first we are going to talk about this Maven tool. Once Maven tool is completed, so next we are going to talk about this GitHub. Next we will talk about Jenkins. Next we will talk about SonarQube. First we need to complete these 4 tools. Understood, guys? Right, in order we need to go, guys. In order we will go. First Maven we will discuss. Next this GitHub we will discuss. Next we will discuss Jenkins. Then we will talk about SonarQube. Okay? Is it okay, guys? This diagram is clear? Guys, please respond, guys. Then only I will get more energy. If you guys respond, then I will get more energy, guys. I will tell Rajesh, pipelines means in Jenkins we will create some pipelines. What is pipeline? How to create the pipeline? What stages are there in pipeline? Everything we will discuss. Everything we will discuss. Right? With the Jenkins, what we are doing? We are creating the pipelines. In that pipelines, we have multiple stages are there. Right? So what is that? All those things we will discuss. Don't worry. Right? And we will set up this webhook also. With the help of webhook only, my pipeline will get the notifications. Whenever developer make any changes in this repository, immediately with the help of webhooks, my pipeline will get the notification. Whenever pipeline got the notification, immediately it will download the code from this GitHub repository and it will do all these process one by one. It's continuous process. Continuous process. Is it clear? Right, order also very important. Right, here this part is going to take care by developers. Right, so this part is going to take care by operations team. So DevOps means what? Development plus operations. These two teams are going to work collaboratively. Right, because of this DevOps culture, these two teams are working collaboratively and they are delivering the project quickly to the client. Understood? Right. So here, first what we are going to discuss from tomorrow onwards, without any further delay, tomorrow only I am going to start this Maven tool. Once this Maven is completed, I will start this GitHub. Once this GitHub is completed, I will talk about Jenkins. Once Jenkins is completed, I will talk about Sonar. Next is, I will tell. This is the basic I told. I will draw the diagram and I will show. Right. Next is, we need to store the packages, whatever the jar files and var files, before deploying the application into the cloud system, a web server, right? We need to here, Rohit, here whatever the packages we are creating, either jar files or var files, we need to store into the Nexus server. Right? We will take from the Nexus server and we will deploy it. I will show. I will draw one more diagram. So there I will show Docker, Kubernetes, Nexus, everything I will show. So this is just a basic diagram I have drawn. And here whatever the packages we are creating, those packages we need to store into the Nexus server. I will talk about Nexus also. Here I think I forget to add. Here I will discuss Nexus also. Nexus I will discuss, and I will discuss Tomcat, I will discuss all these things I will discuss. So we are going to do one real-time complete with all these tools. With all these tools and AWS integration, we will do complete project also. And you can put that project in your resume and you can explain. I will see. If based on time limits, if required, I will add few more things also. Right? I will add. Right? If required, I will add few more things also. Up to here, whatever we discussed, everything is clear. What is DevOps? What is DevOps? It is a culture or process or set of practices. With this DevOps culture, we can deliver the project to client easily and quickly. DevOps means collaboration between developers and operations team. The full form of DevOps is development plus operations. Right? In this, what is the job of development and what is the job of operations team is clear. The development team will develop the project as per client requirement by using some programming languages. Once the development is completed, then operations team is responsible to deploy and deliver the project to client. Right? To implement this DevOps culture, right, these tools we are going to use. What tools we need to use to implement DevOps culture? All these tools we are going to discuss to implement the DevOps culture. Is it clear, guys? Guys, this is the basic diagram, not this is full-fledged diagram. Just a high-level basic diagram. I will draw so many diagrams, guys. I will add all the tools, whatever I have written here, each and every tool I will add in the diagram. Diagrammatically, I will show all these tools, which tool, where which tool will come, each and everything we will discuss. Don't worry. Fine, guys. I'm stopping for today. Right, tomorrow we have the session. I'm going to start Maven. Right, tomorrow I'm going to start Maven. Tomorrow we have the class at 8:30. Okay, guys. 7:30 we have the AWS session. At 8:30 we have the DevOps session. AWS also started today only. If anyone have interested to attend parallelly, you guys can attend. I'm not forcing anyone to attend parallelly. There is a option we have, I'm telling. To complete the course within 2 months. In 2 months of the time, you can attend parallelly. Both, I am only teaching, guys. I'm only the trainer for both. I can take care. I can balance and I can take care, guys. You guys no need to worry. Okay, guys, daily class notes. Here, whatever I'm typing, you guys no need to take any notes. Here I'm writing everything. Whatever I'm typing at here, I will share these notes. Right? And the class recording also, they will share, guys. Okay. Resume preparation. At the end, I will take one class for the resume preparation and I will share interview questions also. Interview guide also I will share. 100%. 100% you can go. I will provide in that way each and everything practically how I am doing in my company. Everything I will show. Just you guys need to practice. You guys need to spend some time to practice whatever I am explaining. Real-time project also. Here whatever tools I mentioned, right, with AWS and with all these tools, we are going to see couple of real-time projects also. Same, whatever I'm explaining real-time project, same you guys can explain in interviews. Right? In the companies also, right? You guys can do your own. Everything you guys can set up your own, guys. If you guys attend those real-time projects. Everything I will take care. Real-time projects also I will take care. Job support is difficult, man. I'm also working employee. Verma, I'm also working employee. I'm not going to get that much of time. Job referrals, okay. Job referrals, okay. So you guys are asking referrals. Job assistance, you guys are asking. Job assistance, okay. There is no issue in that job assistance. Sorry, Verma, you are asking job assistance. So that placement part and everything, please talk with. Job support is difficult, Verma. I'm also working employee. I'm working as a project lead. I have team. I need to take care of my team, and daily minimum 5 hours. I need to attend for the calls with different clients. Why? Because in my project, entire development and operations, both I'm only taking care. Development and operations, both I'm only taking care. That's why I can able to explain all these topics very confidently. Why? Because in this diagram, whatever the two parts are there, development and operations, in my project, both I'm only taking care. So I can able to provide very good content. Each and every stage, I'm only taking care in my project. That's why I can able to explain each and everything practically. Right, practice. Here, whatever I am teaching, just you guys need to spend some time and practice. You guys can able to build. Here, I'm going to show two real-time projects, right? End to end. Here in my laptop, I have so many Java projects are available. So many, right? Web applications, Java projects are available. I will show how to create the project by using Maven, how to download the dependencies, everything I will show. End to end, I will show. And if I show couple of project end to end, you can survive in the companies. And I trained so many people, not more, right? So thousands of people I trained. So I have given, right, 3.5 months course only. So now there are some people, because of this work from home option, my students are working in couple of companies also simultaneous. How they got this much of knowledge? Definitely, once you guys are attend for that real-time projects, right? Definitely, you guys also will get that much knowledge. You guys also will get complete confidence. You guys also can work your alone in the company. Don't worry. I will inject each and everything in that way. I will inject everything in your minds. And because of that, you can work in the companies without any doubts. Yeah, correct. Okay. Definitely. Daily recordings also shareable. Daily recordings they will share. So they will create the here communication purpose. They are creating Telegram group, and in the Telegram group, if you guys have any questions at the time of practicing, if you guys have any issues, you can post your doubts in the Telegram, right? So whenever I see those issues, I will reply for those for your issues, and at the same time, class notes and recordings they will show through the Telegram only. Okay, fine, guys. Tomorrow I'm going to start with Maven. Okay, guys. But today I'm stopping here. Tomorrow we will connect. Thank you, guys. Good night.